Just to kick it off, right? Just like to start it off with Lilac X. So how did you guys become a group? Because I mean, nowadays when someone is talented, they prefer being alone. They would rather feature with other artists as opposed to, creating something together.
Mm-hmm. Well, the stars aligned, and so did we. But besides that, a mutual friend, through our individual solo careers, because we were all individual artists before, put us together into a session, and we met there. Vibes popped off. Our single now, that's out right now, FWM, is the song that we worked on that night, and from there, it was a vibe, and here we are now.
So literally, you guys just met up and you liked each other's
Yeah.
vibe. You're like, yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, let's do this.
Wow.
Stars
okay.
aligned. Yes. Literally, the sky opened and he said, "Let there be BLK," and we
wow.
And we are here.
I was like, oh, okay. So,
yeah.
All right. So, Bex, look, just talking about, just how risky it is in 2021 to start a group in general, because normally there's always a Beyonce, But just reading your file, going over your stuff on social media, and just, picking up on your vibe and stuff, I can see that you guys are different, You guys seem to have a foundation, a really solid foundation that keeps you guys together, sort of like a glue. So I'd like to know, in your opinion, what do you think that glue is that keeps you together as BLK?
So the first thing, I know a lot of people, they think about, like when there's a group, there needs to be a leading person. But in BLK's instant, in our situation, we are all the leading ladies in this whole thing. Like, they are my Beyonces. They are my main queens, But I think our super glue is us. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I feel like we are always there for each other, and there's always going to be bumps in the road. There's always going to be like obstacles that we have to overcome, but we always make sure that we do that together. And that's just it. We always make sure we have communication, and we always make sure that we have each other's back, because at the end of the day, I'm going to ride for each of them, like I'm there, I'm front row and center, like anything that they're doing, I'm always going to support. So I think that's why we do so well, and why I feel like people love us, because we actually love each other. We love being around each other, and it was instantly clicked when we met. And yeah, like that, I think that's the glue that kind of sticks us together. Because a lot of groups, sometimes when they're created, they're created. It's not like they're not created with the intent of making these girls also like best friends, or like it's a boy group, making them best friends. It's the back of the mind. It's like a bigger game. It's like a maze it's just a game that they're trying to play. But this is our lives, and we don't play around our lives. We always make sure that we're there for each other. I don't know. Like, it's hard. It's like, it's easy, but it's also hard to explain. It's like, I'm just there. That's like, they're my best friends. Like, I'm going to always ride for them no matter what.
I get you. So you guys have a situation where there's genuine love. Like, if someone gets a deal that the others don't know about, there's going to be communication as opposed to everyone looking out for number one kind of thing.
Definitely. Exactly. And there will never be any aggression or passive aggressive. If anybody gets a deal, I'm gonna be crying with you. I'll be like, oh my God, my baby got signed. Oh my God, like, this is amazing. Like, it's always like, it's a feeling of just being proud to be in BLK, like just be able to be in this group with two other like-minded individuals. Like, I love it.
Oh, that's love right there. I can feel it. I don't even know you guys, but I'm like, can I be part of the group? I'm kidding. It was a bad joke. All right, so just moving on to Cora J. Look, I just love your sound, right? I listened to FWM over and over again. It reminds me of, it's reminiscent of the 90s R&B, that whole melodic, hypnotic, that soulful, sultry kind of vibe. So what are your thoughts on the R&B scene globally in general now, And as BLK, how are you looking to influence or add to the scene as a whole? Because obviously the scene is more than just the music, it's the lifestyle, it's the style, it's a whole lot of things. So where does BLK now fit into the global R&B scene?
Well, I think right now R&B is very much open. I think R&B, like usually like in eras, like there's R&B has like a certain style to it in each era, right? Like there's always something very similar. I think we live in a space now where like, because of social media and because everybody's allowed to really just like create and put out whatever they want, that it's very open. Like R&B is very contemporary in the sense that it's like, it could be R&B rock, R&B pop, R&B, R&B, you know what I mean? Like there's R&B in every sector. So I think BLK, we are someone where it's like, we are a group we touch on everything. And I think we are able to like easily blend in and also stand out because we're bringing 3 different styles into one song, but it's you know what I mean? So it's like, it's different, but it's R&B, but it's open, if you get what I'm saying. And I feel like we're allowed to do that now. If we like, R&B these days is like that. Like there's so many artists that like touch on everything, and it's like, there's no rules anymore. We're breaking the rules. We're doing what we want, and we're just creating music. And I think that's really what our generation is doing.
All right, cool. Just coming back to you, Lilac X. So you ladies obviously have yourselves a global smash hits. I love how you ladies kept true, as I said, to the essence of, 90s R&B, because I'm a huge fan. But also, I love how you kept the lyrics relevant, to the 2021 lingo, like even just the title of the song, FWM. That's something that, you can walk around like saying, like it's very relevant, it's very relatable. And I just want to know, just in your own words, Lilac, what is the song about, FWM? Who are you singing it to? Is it to a lover? Is it to a situation? Like, what is the song about?
I was messing with someone over the winter because when the winter comes, you're like cuffing season. Say with someone, you're booed up with someone, and the summer comes around, and they're like, "Oh, you gotta go," and I'm like, "No, you're not done with me. I don't want you to mess with me." And in Toronto, we have a celebration in the summer called Caravana, so there's a reference to that in the song. So like Caravana's coming around, and I still want to mess with you, but like it's about that.
So it's like a semi-heartbreak almost.
Yeah, but not
sort of.
Like,
it's like a breakup. It's not really a breakup song. It's more so like, what are you doing? It's kind of like you talking to your boo and being like, listen, I know you want me. I want you. You're not going nowhere. I know you. I'm gonna be singing in your head like a love song. Don't talk to me like that. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's what like FWM means to me. It's like, no, like I'm not going nowhere, and I know you're not going anywhere. So why are we playing these games? Like, let's just cut to the chase, baby.
No, I get you. Could you please do me a favor, right? This is the end of our interview. Actually, your song, FWM, is the most played song in the whole country on our station. So we literally love your song more than any other radio station in the country, right? So if you could please... That's all good. So if you could please show us some love and say, Gagasi FM li kosti. That's saying Gagasi FM is awesome, but in our mother language, which is Zulu.
Gagasi FM li kosti.
Okay, Gagasi FM li kosti.
Gagasi FM li kosti.